Moving on to other stories now, flying a fighter jet requires extremely specialized and intense training. Some of the most challenging phases for pilots include preparing the body for intense G-force and lack of oxygen. Bae Eun-ji went through some of the grueling steps to sample what the aces in the sky endure every day.
At the Special Training Center in South Korea, pilots in the military receive a special type of training to cope with huge centrifugal forces while flying at high speeds. To find out what this actually feels like, I went through high-G training. In order to pass this test, I need to withstand 6 times the force of gravity for 20 seconds inside this cockpit. Let's see if I can pass the test and not pass out. I made it through the warm-up where I was put through 4G, or 4 times the force of gravity. The force was raised gradually at 0.1 G per second, while I practiced a special type of breathing technique they taught us. But during the actual test, the force was raised by 1 G per second all the way up to 6 G. I lasted for just 2 seconds before losing consciousness. This is because the extra force caused blood to rush to my feet, and my heart couldn't pump hard enough to bring this heavier blood to the brain. At the training center, I also went through ejection training, aimed at preventing serious injury when pilots are ejected from a fighter jet. Pilots learn how to position themselves before pulling the handle. This is essential for survival, as the ejection process subjects pilots to forces as much as 20 times that of gravity. Fighter pilots also go through hypoxia training, where they learn how to withstand low oxygen environments while flying at high altitudes. During the training, we first breathed in 100% oxygen for 15 minutes, before the simulation chamber reached 25,000 feet. We took off our masks for about 3 minutes and tried to solve simple math problems. After about a minute, I felt very dizzy, like many other people sitting next to me. And it became extremely difficult to work through those simple problems because of mental confusion caused by a lack of oxygen. Pilots are required to go through all of these training exercises regularly.
All pilots in our Air Force are trained every 3 years at this training center. This regular training can help prevent accidents that can occur during an actual flight.
Bae Eun-ji, Arirang News, 청주.